Evening, guys. Welcome to Football Brownie. Hope you're well, keeping safe, keeping each other safe, and spreading the love during the pandemic. And if you just uh, heard my conversation in my household, you know that no one wants to spread the love with Brownie. So, so down below, please like, share, subscribe. Football Brownie. We are on 858, I think it is now. 858. Come on, proxy thing. There you go. There you go. There you go. I'm back. And Sam is in the house. Right, so
Hey.
858. Come on, guys. Let's make it 860 before the show comes to an end. Right. Two great guests tonight. It's a wow. I haven't seen Sam Greenwood for years.
For years. Bloody
years. Who is this person underneath, Dave? I don't know him.
I don't know. Who is he? He's a stranger. Stranger danger.
How are you, Sam? You good?
Yeah, I'm alright, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. And we got Nathan from Nathan's Watch-Alongs.
How you doing, Nathan? You alright?
Yeah, I'm good, yeah.
How many Budweisers are you on now?
Don't know. I've lost count.
You've been on the channel before together?
No, we haven't been on here before together. No.
No, Nathan, Sam, Nathan, Sam. You know, as you know, he does sleep a lot. He does sleep-alongs as well as watch-alongs.
Yeah, I remember that one. Was it 7 hours long and 4 hours was just.
Jesus, unbelievable. Hello to everybody in the chat. We got Lewis, we got Zane, we got Bird, Wilbert. Hi, Brownie. Morton Carter's transfer business so far. You may have signed someone else today, Ryan Whittle from Crew. I'm going to be doing a video about him tomorrow. I do apologise I couldn't do it tonight simply because I had everything I had to cram in tonight. So I will be doing it tomorrow morning. Finn says, hi, Brownie. Yeah, Zane saying hello.
Hello, Zane.
House,
nice to see you.
House.
Bango. Nice to see you, mate.
Late Nash, Nath, do you know what channel Denver's on?
Oh, some random lads channel. I haven't got a full clue who he is.
Oh, no way. We'll get Denver on as the weekend comes because he's so far in front time wise. You can only really get weekend really. And Dixon, I may hope you well. Right, Sam. I hope you watched the earlier game. I was
mainly watching the France Portugal game. I wasn't really watching the Germany game very closely.
Did you watch the earlier game?
Pardon?
Did you watch the earlier games?
The earlier game, I saw most of. What was it? It wasn't the Spain game. It was the other one. Which one was that again? Sweden against Poland. Yeah, I saw most of that. Yeah.
What would Norway be cheering on Sweden, Sam?
No. well, actually, yeah, we would because we when it comes to big international football tournaments, we do tend to like our Scandinavian neighbours. So Denmark and Sweden, we would be cheering them on at some level. Yeah, definitely.
That's fair enough. So, What do you think of the game? What do you think of that game?
Sweden looked a lot better than I thought they would because what I sort of expected from that game was since Sweden were already qualified, I was expecting Sweden to not really be giving it 110%, and I was expecting Poland to really just be flat out and just really want to win that game. And I was really underwhelmed by Poland. I thought they were really poor, especially the first half. Lewandowski had what he tried to do his best Timo Werner impression of missing as much as he can. How he managed to miss that follow-up header. He headed it onto the bar. It bounces down back to him, and he managed to head it up into the bar. He's got the whole goal in front of him, and he headers it up into the bar. I've never seen anything like it. It was like Timo Werner special, that was. But yeah, Poland weren't really looking that great, and I was really underwhelmed by Poland. I thought they'd be doing a lot better, wanting to qualify. And then in the second half, they got more into it. It looked like Sweden sort of backed off a little bit, maybe got a bit more tired, and then Poland got more into it, and then they got back into it. But at the end of the day, Sweden nicked it, didn't they? And I thought Sweden looked better than I thought they would. They're today at least they didn't look too bad. They look like a decent team.
I like our striker.
Forsberg. I like Forsberg. Yeah, Forsberg looks really good. He had a couple of decent goals today.
He looks like an old-fashioned English centre-forward type of,
Yeah, he just gets in there and bangs them in. He's quite clinical when he gets a chance. And he looked pretty good today. We did surprise me that he did. He had a good game. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So he was a bit tired, he said, tonight.
Well, no wonder he's 110 years old, isn't he?
But he's not tired enough to fucking not come in a chat.
He's got to come in.
I'm amazed Norway didn't qualify for Euros.
Well, the thing is, Dixon, the Norwegian national team, they're quite young still, and there's a few players there who aren't quite up to scratch. We have some decent players like Ødegaard, Haaland, we've got Ayer, we've got Badiger from Sheffield United. There's a few other half-decent players there as well, but there's a few players there who aren't really up to scratch as well. And collectively as a team, they're not really that good at the moment. They could be better if they start gelling a bit more and growing into their way of playing a bit more going forward. But at the moment, they're not quite there. They're losing too many games against crap opposition. They're not good enough.
That's fair enough. Nate, what game did you early on?
Spain.
You were doing a watch along, and I was pissed off. I just couldn't. I was pissed off. I missed the Spain game, if I'm honest with you, because I told you yesterday that Spain will smash Slovakia. I said that,
And they did.
But I can't wait to watch El Chigarito TV tonight because they are going to be absolutely murdering Morata again.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What about that Slovakia goalkeeper? I mean, what the hell was he doing? I saw the highlights. Bloody hell! What was he up to?
Unbelievable.
Who
But
knows?
I don't. There's something missing in that Spanish, and I don't know why it is. If I'm honest with you, they win 5. They win 5-0, but it's still flaws in the performance.
Well, like you say, 5-0 against Slovakia. I mean, it was a bit of a flattering result, really, wasn't it? From what I've read and today, and from what I've seen from Spain so far, hasn't really been great. I think what it is for me with Spain, they do have like 4 or 5 very good players, really top class players, but then the rest of the team is not top class, not at the moment. No. Not for me. So they're like their past generations. Their past generations that won the Euros and the World Cup and everything. That team that was world class basically all over the pitch. And and this team now, this squad they've got now, they're not there. It's a new generation coming through, and they're not quite there yet. They've got 4 or 5 very good players, but the rest not quite there.
Yeah, Spain haven't been very good in this tournament. I'm surprised that through. Players like Morata who can't score a penalty, which he should have scored. They haven't got a proper striker, a proper number 9 who can score on the back of the net. The thingy on their midfield helps them out a lot. With Busquets back in tonight, that helped them a lot. But I just don't think Spain going any further.
No, they just don't have that. They don't have that cohesion that they used to have. That play where the ball was just really, going smoothly throughout the ranks, just really, going easily from back to front. I mean, you've got to remember that last generation had that Iniesta and Xavi in the middle.
Yeah.
I mean, bloody hell, with Busquets in behind. Bloody hell. I mean, Fabregas couldn't get a look in. Fabregas was coming in the last 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's how good that. David Villa up front. Torres was decent as well. You know, like you say, they don't have a very good striker at the moment. There's not top class. Morata's a baffling player. He's a player. He keeps playing for the top sides like Real Madrid and Chelsea and stuff, and he just doesn't score.
He must
He
have
gets
the
away
best.
with a lot, him.
Okay.
Morata gets away with a lot.
They is watching from bed.
Keep your hands above the blanket now. Above the blanket.
And Steve Denham, hi guys. Well, Nath, you can answer this. Dixon said that bloody.
What was he doing today? What was he doing? What the hell was he doing?
Well, what
He's
club
just
does he play for, Nath?
Yeah, what club does he play for, Nathan?
He plays for my beloved Newcastle United, but the only I just really think that Slovakian manager isn't any very good, so that's why he did that.
Is that why he knocked it into his own goal? Because of the manager?
Probably doesn't like the manager, that's why he did it.
Well, you know what? If he does that because he doesn't like a Slovakian manager, you know, he must like Steve Bruce because he doesn't do things like that for Newcastle.
No, to be fair, he has had a good season for Newcastle.
He saved the penalty, though.
Yeah.
He saved the penalty.
Yeah.
He saved that penalty against, and that could have been 6-0. And Morata's so shit, he should have scored that.
Morata, what a blank. What a plank.
So the nod off to her. Fuck off.
Best show to jerk off to? No, I'll nod off. Right, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's go on to this evening's because I spoke to Stephen Contrao earlier, and he said, and I agree with him. His point was being what a brilliant ending to the group stages of this of the tournament. You had it was Group F, and on one side you had was it Germany against Hungary, and on the other side you had Portugal, France, and let's be honest, it was how on earth this was created with such strong teams in it. It was incredible, and I feel for Hungary. I feel for Hungary.
I do as well.
They've given it all. In all fairness, they finished last, and they were 10 minutes away from getting that second place and playing England.
From playing England, yeah.
Yeah. Nathan started ordering more Budweiser when he realised that he potentially going to be playing England at the 80th minute.
Typical Germany, though. They're always you can never write off Germany in tournaments like this. They're always, no matter if there's a minute left, they're going to do something. That's the way they are.
Right. I tell you what, I just don't feel that Germany's got enough to be England.
Not now, no, I agree. But they're still. But the thing with Germany, though, it's the same in '96. Remember, they were just struggling all the way through, and then they managed to beat England. They weren't really better than England in the semi-finals, in my opinion, but they managed to struggle through there as well and win the whole bloody thing. In '96 they weren't that great, but the thing with Germany is they're just so good, aren't they? At the collective, at just being a team and just grinding it out and getting the goals when they need them. It's just weird. It's like it's some kind of glitch in the matrix or something like that. They're just always there or thereabouts, aren't they?
It's
yeah, it's definitely.
England winning that game.
For me personally, Southgate is the issue with England, with who he picks for the lineup and what kind of strategy he goes for. For me, if we go with Saka and Grealish as we did in the last game, I think we'll probably have quite a decent game against them. If he doesn't do that, if he goes away from Saka and Grealish again, we're not going to do that well against them. But we do. I think at least on paper, I think with the right lineup, I do think we're better than Germany at the moment.
I think we'll win 1-0.
I think we can beat Germany the way because they're not firing on all cylinders. They're really not. They're still struggling a little bit. So I do think we have a good chance of beating them. But the thing is with Germany, you never know. You never know with Germany. And
what was interesting, guys, right? What was interesting, right, was I think they seemed quite happy to be playing England in the next round. Towards the end of that game, they could have gone and got a winner. But they seem quite happy to be in a position to play England in the next round. And I
don't know. Maybe they just didn't want to take a chance. I don't think maybe they just didn't want to take a chance. With Hungary, having been able to get 2 goals on them. Maybe they just didn't want to take a chance at the end there and open up. Because if you're going for a goal, you're opening yourself up at the other end, aren't you? I think they were just happy to get the draw and know they were gonna go through. I think that's what they wanted, wasn't it? Because like you guys said, I mean, it was a very hit and miss for Germany, wasn't it? I mean, most of the game they were out. They were bottom of the table for most of the game.
We were doing running odds, right? We were doing running odds of doing our watch along, and it was incredible. Germany was still odds on. Come the what would you say, Dave? 75th minute onwards?
75th minute.
This one betting firm was still Hungary were 1-0 up. They were still offering Hungary 20-1 to win that game.
Yeah, well, you can see why. Because it's Germany. You can see why.
But can you imagine? You took 20. You take out what would even the cash out. By the time we got to 60 minutes, it's still 1-0 Hungary.
You could have just cashed out then.
Cash out there as well.
Yeah, well, they obviously felt that Germany were going to win the game, and
I don't get why people in the chat are saying.
lose.
I don't get why people in the chat saying they're scared of Germany. We're not going to beat Germany. We are. We're better than them. We'll win them 1-0.
Well, Germany are not. Germany, on the face of it, aren't better than us. That's for me. That is just the way it is at the moment. The way they've been playing and the way they are at the moment, they're not better than England. But the problem is, you never know on the day. And for me, Southgate is a problem because you just don't know what lineup he's going to put out there. And
Put English youngsters freeze on a day, and that's very possible.
We'll see. We'll see. Possible. I think Saka had a fantastic game the last game. He looked really, really dangerous. I think he has to play again against Germany. He could give Germany problems. And Grealish looked good as well. I mean, that's what I'm saying. If those two play again, we're gonna have a decent chance. But knowing Southgate, he'll probably say, "Oh, Saka, now you sit on the bench. We'll play with Bellingham or something like that."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, we won away from 860, so please sub if you haven't subscribed. Please subscribe. Right, Ryan. That's the thing.
Other fact, me running around earlier, all the different channels.
England Germany is going to be an odd one to call, but the Germans are expected to always say.
You're being too critical. You're being too critical. I think we're going to go through, and I'll tell you the route. If we go through, we play Sweden or Ukraine in the quarters. And then in the semis, it's at Wembley. We could play Wales at Wembley.
Wales? Who are Wales playing?
Right. We have
Denmark.
Well, Wales are not beating Denmark.
And then potentially back in Baku, back in our second home in Baku.
Netherlands or Czech Republic.
We could Holland or Czech Republic. Now, we beaten Czech Republic only a few months ago. We can do it again because we got the World Cup qualifying group. Right?
I think it could be Holland.
I think the Czech Republic are better on Holland, I'll be honest with you. Right, I think
it's close. I think it's close. I think Holland are pretty decent at the moment.
If we have a Czech Republic, we're going to beat them.
So then, semi-final, Brownie. It's coming home.
So you reckon it's going to be Wales-England semi-final? That could be interesting.
It's going to be Wales-Germany semi-final. Never mind.
Shut up. It's coming home.
Wales, your little shitty country over there, little appendage on England.
Oh, no, but I don't want to do another rant, but come on. How on earth is that fair, isn't it? Baku.
Do you think they isn't that all decided beforehand? Who gets what, depending on where they end up?
Yeah.
Well, isn't it already decided beforehand?
Well, Dublin was meant to be hosting games, but they well, UEFA said no. Bilbao was going to be the Spanish host city, but then he changed it to Sevilla. It's been so many changes.
I don't think anyone at UEFA is going, oh, who are we going to send to Baku? It was sent, wasn't it? It was basically set up, who plays what games, but depending on who goes, into what group and everything, wasn't it? I mean, that's the way it was.
Yeah, it was already decided.
I've heard a rumor, Finn. I've heard a rumor, but I was always going to be on the cards. I'll mention it tomorrow as well. Ryan says it's Gareth that's going to fuck this. Dixon says, do you think Southgate's gone if we lose against Germany?
How long is it? How long are they going to have him in that job? Honestly, how long are they going to keep him?
He's always got that in his locker, haven't he? I've taken England to semi-finals of the World Cup. I know.
That was a game we should have won.
Even though the opposition throughout that tournament was very poor compared to like Bobby Robson's semi-finals of the World Cup in 1990,
Yeah, well, that was another time England were the better team in 1990. England were the better team.
Yeah. All right. To be honest, Sam, I'll go back to that though. Listen, Lothar Matthäus, maybe not in a game, but Lothar Matthäus was the fucking man of the tournament.
Yes, they had Lothar Matthäus. That was a very good player. But England as a team, they were a better unit than Germany, in my opinion, in 1990. But Germany and England, Germany, they are a tournament team. England are a bottle, they're in bottle jobs in '66, basically. That's the way it is, isn't it? Unfortunately.
Whiskies, too many Budweisers.
It's coming home. It is. And I'm predicting it now. England get France.
So Germany.
Holland be interested in the semi-final.
We'll smash them. It's going to be Wales, though. It's going to be Wales.
Who do we meet in the final then? Who are we likely to meet in the final then on the other side of the tree?
Italy.
Oh, Italy, England in the final. That would be tasty. That's a tasty game.
Italy, Portugal, or France. Yeah,
Italy. It's going to be Italy. It's going to be
Belgium. Belgium as well.
Whether I say we as in England and Wales are in the weaker side of the draw then.
Yeah, we are. Because
England's on the weaker side of the draw. The stronger teams are on the other side of the draw. That is true.
Yeah.
Italy I think Italy looking really good. For me, they're the favourites, in my opinion.
Italy final?
With the quality of players Southgate's disposal, we should be able to take any.
Yeah. Yep, yeah. I agree. We have the players we can attack. The thing, what annoys me so much with the way we play is we have such good attacking players, and at the same time we have good enough defensive-minded midfielders where we can have, one player as a defensive midfielder and let the other players attack, and just be more attack-minded. Just let them go a bit. Take off the handbrake. And we can really, really go at teams and really score goals. But Southgate just holds us back. Two defensive central midfielders and playing players in the wrong positions.
I thought he was going to, when Mason Mount was out, I thought he was going to do another defensive midfielder and put Henderson in there.
Oh, God, yeah. Well, it would have been typical. It would have been typical, yeah. No, but it's true. On paper, we do have a good team, but... it's just we need to have the tactics in the lineup. That's what we need to have in place.
In the chat, there's only 5 likes, so please hit that like.
Yeah, smash the like button, folks. Smash it.
Smash it like Stan Collymore smashed Eureka Jons.
There you go.
Callum, let's go. Mr. Bundle, stop drinking Budweiser Sandy.
Nathan, is it? Why are you drinking Bud? Is it because it's your favourite? You like Budweiser then, or is it just random?
Yeah, just Budweiser, you know.
You like it?
I
Yeah.
like it, yeah.
No. He secretly got a sponsorship deal with them. That's what it is. And
Don't worry, I did email them, but they didn't get back to us, so.
They're not bothering to answer. Yeah.
he's now telling me about the deal, even though it's coming onto my channel. Right. Steve Denham said, Stan give a scissor kick to the head. Well, let's see, Ulrika Jonsson is the original 4x4.
Yeah, he was saying that earlier.
Right.
Yeah, she was like the village bike, weren't she? Everyone had a ride.
Right. Let's go on. Let's go on the odds now, yeah? Because we finally, and I say this because I do think it's been a long group stage, if I'm honest.
I've got to do a live stream on the groups. I've got to go back to my predictions.
Tomorrow's our first night off. Well, potentially not if we look at Copa America, but there's no games now until Saturday. So we got 2 nights free.
2 nights of live streams for me, probably.
Women will be loving it, knowing that Coronation Street is going back on the TV.
What, for 2 days? Yeah, for 2 days. Yeah.
Right, so Saturday, Wales, Denmark, and Italy, Austria.
I'm going Wales 2-1, and Italy 2-1.
Italy will beat Austria, and I think Denmark will beat Wales.
Well, the odds at the moment, 9-2 Wales. Now Cheddar said it was 5-1, so it's come down slightly.
Yeah, it was 5-1 on my odds. I got 5-1.
Hang on, I better check. I don't know.
I think that last game Denmark played, I think that gave them a real bit in their teeth. And I think now
have they peaked on that game though?
I don't think so. I think that's given them a bit between their teeth, and I think they're playing for Ericsson. That's going to give them an extra boost.
The draw is around about, because there are so many decimal points in bloody odds these days. The draw is around about 3-1, which I would go for a draw, and then Wales going penalty.
Yeah, that could happen. That's another viable option.
And Denmark is. Oh, I'm just going to say odds on because I can't work. How can you work out 8-7 on? What the fuck? Like, what a stupid fucking price that is. Anyway.
10 you put.
Yeah. Anyway, Italy. Odds on Italy. The draw is 2.5-1, and Austria. Oh. Austria basically 5-1 to win that.
Yeah.
Can you see Austria winning that?
Nah, Austria's just not going to be good enough.
I can't know. Like I said, Italy and Wales will win
that. Let's see. Box. Only Turkey, Finland, Scotland will score fewer goals than England. No team has conceded fewer than England. That's an interesting fact.
Yeah.
Basically, England are the most boringest fucking team.
No, that means we're the more conservative team in the competition.
Oh, I like that word. That's really come out of a guy of Southgate fucking dictionary. That word. Which one though? Little 20 bucks for a tenner.
It's a Budweiser again, isn't it?
And box. Have a cheeky bet on Denmark. So if Wales get knocked out, it still quids in. I always used to do that, box. I call it for. What do I call it now? I bet.
Double or nothing.
Was that one? Was that disciple or who stabbed Jesus in the back? What was his name now?
Brutus.
Not Brutus. No.
Oh, Judas.
Judas, yeah. I call it the Judas bet.
The Judas bet, yeah. Go against your own team. That's when you go against your own team, yeah.
I then had the playoff final against Blackpool.
Brutus was the guy who stabbed Caesar. I got that mixed up.
Hey, look at look at Sam going into your history.
Yeah, that's it. A bit of history here for Brownie.
Do you think Italy have enough to win the whole thing?
Yes.
I
No,
don't.
England's going to win it.
Why? What on earth are you seeing with Italy that they're telling you they're not good enough? Come on, tell me.
I don't think the defense hasn't been tested out properly yet.
Okay. Right. You got Donnarumma in goal, arguably the best goalkeeper in the world at the moment. In their defense, Chiellini got injured. He might not be able to. I don't know. I'm sure to come back. They've still got it's quite a solid defense. That midfield they got is very, very good. And they've got Insigne, they've got Insigne, Locatelli, Immobile. They've got Berardi. I mean, they've got some firepower up there. I mean, the way they play together as well. I mean, you see the way they play together. They've got a cohesive unit. They play together.
A younger Gareth Bale put that ball in the back of the net, and the 10-men Wales would have drew back in 1-1 in the end.
Well, Italy had some chances as well. So, it's. I think Italy are the favourites. You never know. I mean, Italy might not win. Might not win it. You never know. You've got to play all these games, of course. Yeah. But for me, Italy have been the most out of all the teams I've seen. Well, I've seen all the teams play basically so far. For me, Italy have been the best for me. Who would you say have been the best so far? If it's not Italy, then.
If I'm honest with you, I think I can see flaws, especially defensive flaws. This whole tournament, defensively, has been an absolute letdown because the art of defending has been thrown out of the window in some of these games, from goalkeeper fucking errors to defensive errors and shit. I can actually see flaws in all the teams.
So from England,
it's
not because some groups are far stronger than other groups.
Apart from England, who haven't conceded a goal.
Answer my question then.
I can see flaws in the Belgian defence. I can see flaws.
Right, that wasn't my question, was it?
I think the winner will have been a slow starter.
England.
Didn't you get my question? I asked you a question. Out of all the teams who have played so far, if you've seen all the teams play, if Italy isn't the best team, who is the best team so far? That's what I asked you.
I couldn't tell you because
Italy are the best. Because Italy are the best. That's why.
You can see its flaws in Italian.
Well, every team's got flaws, mate. Every team's got flaws. No team's perfect.
Right.
No team's perfect.
Right. Let's go the outright winner. Let's go the outright winner at the moment. Right.
England.
Because I still think, right?
We're not boogieing anyway, Sean.
And they've come in a bit now.
Have they?
But I still think.
What's England's odds?
Spain could be. I think Spain could have.
Spain, come on, they're not good enough. They're not good enough.
Just beat Slovakia 5-0. That's nothing.
That will be a slow starter, I'm telling you. Right, let's go for the odds straight out. Right, France still favourite, but they come out now to 4-1. So the favourites now are 4-1. That's how much the bookies haven't got a fucking clue who's going to win it now. England second favourite, 6-1. Well, John's second with Italy.
I'm putting it on now. Actually.
For £1,000 on England.
Yeah.
Right? Germany 7-1. Spain 8-1, although you can get 9, but they're 8-1 at the moment. Holland 9-1. Belgium have gone out to 9-1.
What are Italy?
Italy
6-1.
Italy 6-1.
Yeah. Portugal 10. You can get 11. Denmark 20. There's 20 bar then for the others. Denmark. Sweden can get 50-1. And you know what?
Sweden, there's no chance of Sweden.
Well, you don't know. They're a good outfit. Sweden are a good outfit.
Yes, but England will smash them. England will smash them.
Wales 80-1. You can't get 100-1.
Go on, put wheels on, Brownie.
Wales 100 to 1.
You know what, Nate? I did do it before before a ball was kicked in the 2016 Euros. I had them at 150 to 1, and I'd done another bet as well. Wales to win it, and Gareth Bale top goal scorer. He was like 30 to 1, and honestly, I done that as a double, and it was above my TV screen for the whole tournament. And in the semi-finals, I thought it was coming in. As we were in the semi.
Yeah.
After I thought it was a lucky omen, right? But every night before I went to bed, I'd have to kiss the fucking betting slip, which was like blue tacked above my TV in the living room. Kiss it to go before I went to bed.
Superstition, eh? Superstition, yeah.
Did you not do that before the semi-final, Brownie?
Well, I got a funny feeling we may have argued. Me and the ex-wife may have argued, and I just stormed off to bed, and that could have been the reason why we lost.
That is the reason why you lost. It must be.
CM said why. He's one of your lads, he is, Nathan.
He is, yes.
England's going to win. Oh, here we go. We got Nathan Mark too, but yeah.
Coming home.
And Box said Spain paid for.
It looked like it. It bloody looked like it.
Yeah, they probably did. Yeah, corrupt.
Your goals that you're trying. Harry Kane 0, Connor Roberts 1.
Harry Kane's been crap. Harry Kane has been shite. I mean, we need to drop him. We need to drop Harry Kane. Play someone else.
We don't need Harry Kane. Not when you've got Raheem Sterling.
Put Calvert-Lewin up there.
Yeah, I know. Calvert-Lewin, yeah. He needs a chance, actually.
Harry Kane's crap.
We'll put him against Wales.
Cheddar's my old man. How you doing, mate? Maka.
Hi, Cheddars. And Mbappe's.
Yeah, he's been underwhelming this tournament. Very underwhelming.
Well, Chelsea going to win the Euros.
Lewandowski top now.
Is he?
I don't know. But he won't have it. Will he?
They're out.
I think it's is it Forsberg? I think he's got 3 goals all told now. I think.
What about Lukaku?
Lukaku's, I think Lukaku's got 3 as well. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who the top scorer is, to be honest.
And Chelsea are going to win the league.
Hey, Ronaldo got 2 penalties today, didn't he? Yeah.
Oh, Dixon's right. 4 goals.
Yeah, from penalties. From penalties.
Let's have a little chat. Let's have a little chat outside the Euros for a minute. And now we got Sam on. Sam, next Tottenham manager.
I think they're going to have to. I don't know. They're going to have to dig up Jerry Francis. I think at this rate. God knows. I mean, bloody hell! Every manager, even that. What was that name? The Lapet Gui or whatever his name is. He's quite a decent manager. Is he Argentinian or something like that? Isn't he? He's got quite a good record with various teams. Even he said no. And apparently, they was offering him a huge contract as well. Desperate, and he said no. I don't know. For me, I think probably if I was going to hazard a guess right now, I think they might end up with like someone like a
Rafa Benitez.
Maybe Rafa Benitez will come in. Maybe I don't know. I think they might go for Nuno. Nuno, the ex Wolves manager.
What, Nuno had a team to build a football team? You'll not do that.
But he's a decent manager, though. I think he's just about all they've got left at the moment.
Go for Scott Parker or Eddie Howe.
Eddie Howe's gone to Celtic.
He hasn't.
He didn't in the end.
Didn't he? I thought he went to Celtic.
No.
Oh, in that case, then it might. Yeah, in that case, maybe Tottenham will go for him. I don't know. I thought he was.
Klinsmann have basically made a statement, a come and get me statement.
Klinsmann, oh yeah, he's a bit hit and miss, isn't he? He's a bit hit and miss.
Sean, shut up! You've got proof of me dancing around the Ike and Boogie when I didn't even know it was a fucking Scotland national anthem. So fuck that.
I think Cheddar's in with a good shout. They're Doc Cotton.
Yeah.
Well, I took. What did I take it, Nif? Did I take it 12? 12.
Yeah,
Right?
12 to 1
Or
Rafa
20s.
Benitez.
Or was it
12.
20s?
Have a look.
Have a look. I can't remember now. I've gone for Rafa Benitez.
Yeah,
He's a football manager mercenary.
Yeah, he's someone who comes in and does a job for a while, isn't he? Yeah, I could see that happening. But for me, I don't know. I think Nuno could be in it. But Eddie Howe might be a good shout as well, because Eddie Howe's, I thought he went to Celtic, but if he hasn't gone to Celtic, then he could be a decent shout for him.
Yeah, I bet his agent is saying to him, "Look, Ed,
12 to 1.
you need to get yourself back into football before sooner rather than later, no matter who the club is."
Coming to Newcastle, Eddie Howe.
They've tried everyone. I mean, they've tried everyone. Pochettino didn't want to go back. Ten Hag said no. There's like 2 or 3 other managers said no as well. That was
no one wants to go to Spurs.
There's like 4 or 5 managers now who've said no, haven't there? I mean, no one wants to go to them. But would you blame them? Look at the way Daniel Levy runs that club. I mean, he's an absolute clown shoes, isn't he? I mean, doesn't give the managers any money, expects them to bloody win everything, and then the fucking manager who's supposed to be there to actually win trophies, he fucking sacks him a week before the final.
Yeah. Dixon says Daya did be next Spurs manager. I tell you what, though, Dixon, as a West Ham fan, even Daya would turn down Spurs. You know. Yeah, that's an interesting one. Interesting. Graham Potter, he's
Nah.
but I don't know what it is with Brighton. I don't know what it is. Is it like a hipster type of thing with Brighton? People have been gassing up Graham Potter, their manager, gassing up Ben White, gassing up Basuma, gassing up Lapidi or whatever he's called. And then, you've got all these fucking people, yet Brighton nearly got fucking relegated.
Yeah, well, they don't have a big squad, do they?
You know?
They don't have a big squad. No, so he's a decent manager. What Graham Potter's done at Brighton is pretty good. I mean, he's not top level, but what he's done at Brighton is pretty good. But yeah, probably not going to get the Tottenham job though. I think there's other managers ahead of him for that.
That's fair enough. Right. So what? Nate, you said that it was breaking news in Newcastle for an hour ago. What's breaking news, my son?
Just a shit transfer.
Ooh.
It's some under 21s player.
Oh.
Bloody hell.
You know what?
Who gives a flying fudge about that?
I know.
I brought you on this fucking show tonight so that you can go on.
For an exclusive? And that's what you're giving us? Is that an exclusive? Bloody hell.
I thought the fucking Saudi takeover conversation was going to take over the show.
No, not tonight. It will on July the 31st.
Oh, July the 31st now, Jesus.
Nathan, who do you reckon is your best player at Newcastle at the moment?
It's a hard one.
Jordan.
St.
There's a lot of talk about that St. Maximin, but for me, he's just another. What's his name? Traore. Just a jacked up Iwobi on steroids, basically.
Or Miggy Almiron. St. Maximin.
Yeah, they're quite decent.
What's wrong with Joe Linton, Nate? I feel sorry for the kid.
He's a bit shit, isn't he? That's what it is with him.
You can have a Cardiff if you want.
Hey, but I tell you what. Hey, we at Cardiff have got a player which we're getting with 4 few teams anyway.
Keep them all, yeah.
And now he's the guy who Sam, you know damn well. I've been on about him in
Kiefer Moore
chats for ages.
Kiefer Moore's pretty good, yeah. He's a pretty good player.
I like now on the world stage.
I'll tell you what. I saw the first Wales game, and he scored, and I thought he looked like a good player, and I'll give you that. He looks like a good player, Kiefer Moore, and I bet you
defensively as well helps out.
I bet you that goal he scored. I bet you his values has increased a lot now with that. I bet you if someone wants him.
I bet you, knowing Cardiff as I do, I bet you something so okay, we'll let you go on condition that we're not talking to any clubs until after the Euros because they knew that he would do well at the Euros.
Yeah, definitely. How much do you reckon he's worth?
Because of his age, he's 27. You see.
Yeah.
Because of his age, probably. I think
he's a late bloomer, isn't he? He's a late bloomer.
Yeah, I think it can get 20 for him.
20, yeah. So
you see 20 million's worth a punt, isn't it? I mean, it is worth a punt when you see what people are paying for other players.
You definitely get a Newcastle team. You could be backup for Antonio at West Ham. There's also rumours that Chris Wood from Burnley is going to West Ham. So you could easily get into the Burnley team. As even as a backup striker for like an Arsenal or an Everton, you could do that. And defensively, he's not, he defends really well as well.
Yeah.
And you don't really see that from strikers these days.
Nah, that's true. Yeah.
Well, we'll give you Andy Carroll in return.
Yeah, Joe Linton.
How about Steve Bruce and a couple of kebabs, Neff?
Yeah.
Steve Bruce and a couple of kebabs, yeah.
I'm sure we can sort that out.
But I'd say Kiefer Moore against Denmark. I think he could.
I'll tell you what, a player who's really impressed me for Denmark is actually the player who replaced Eriksson. That's Damsgaard. His name is Damsgaard. He's looking really good.
Is he the guy who scored the first goal against Russia?
Yeah, and he's really technical. The way he dribbles and quick feet and good. He got a good shot on him. He's looking really good. I haven't really watched him before, but he came in. He was basically Eriksson's replacement, attacking midfielder, and he's looked really good.
Cheddar says, his best achievement is getting Mike Ashley spent 42 million.
What is it with the Newcastle and honestly their transfer fees? Honestly, you guys will pay anything for anyone. You will.
It wasn't Steve Bruce's decision either. It was Mike Ashley's.
You're like a bunch of smack addicts down at the corner, aren't you? Just fucking give anything for a bit of brown. Fucking hell.
Oh, jeez. What else can we talk about? It's not been many transfers of it at top flight. There hasn't been.
No, I think we'll see more. I think we'll see more happen after the Euros now. I think,
no, big news as well. This is another big source of Man United. I've got another one. Harry Kane was 100 million that got rejected, but there's Jadon Sancho. Man United are prepared to pay 86 million to give him to Manchester United. Dortmund are going to accept it as well.
Well, they've been working on that transfer for 2 years, basically, haven't they?
Yeah. So Jadon Sancho's going to Manchester United.
Okay, Sam.
Yep.
Haaland and Mbappe still Real Madrid, or are you still saying?
Nah, no chance. No chance.
Mbappe,
no chance.
Real Madrid.
No chance.
No chance. He's at He's going to stay at PSG.
No,
Haaland's going to most likely stay at Dortmund. I think he's given them their easy word to stay there for one more season.
He's not. Haaland's going to Chelsea.
No, he's not. Why would Haaland go to Chelsea? Why?
Because
they don't
need
even
a
need
striker.
him.
They do.
No, they don't.
Timo Werner's shit. You can't score a goal in the Premier League. Give him Haaland. There you go.
Nah, they don't need Haaland. They score goals. It's probably, I don't know. Haaland could probably go to
Man City need a striker.
City need a striker. I don't think he's going. I think he's going to stay at Dortmund and he's going to go next season. I think. That's what I think.
When his price decreases.
What do you think of a Sergio Ramos circus, Sam?
It's interesting, isn't it? Because he's still. I think he's still got a lot to give. I think he's still got a lot in him.
Yeah.
He's not washed out yet. So, I would personally, I'd love him at Arsenal just for a season or two at least. To shore up the defence and maybe bring on Saliba a bit and maybe a couple of the younger players.
Another transfer, Saliba's coming to us, Newcastle United on loan.
Doubt it. I severely doubt that.
That's what I've heard.
Severely doubt that. Yeah, you've heard loads of crap, mate. You need to start using Q-tips.
Well,
but Sergio, it's rumoured now.
He's not going to Arsenal. I know that, but I'm just saying I'd like to have him. I'd like to have him.
I think he even knows the Premier League will be too quick for him.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. A bit too pacey.
But there was rumours that basically Jose Mourinho wants a Granit Xhaka deal done.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. I know they're haggling over the price, basically.
Rui Patricio from Wolves and Ramos from on the free transfer. Ramos would be.
Yeah, well, Mourinho has a good relationship with him, doesn't he, from his Real Madrid days and that. So yeah, that could work probably. I think Box has got it right there. I think if Dortmund let Sancho go, they're not going to let Haaland go. And I think Haaland has a verbal agreement with him to stay, to help them with this next season, try and win a trophy again this next season, and then they'll let him go for the 70 million that's in his release clause that gets activated next summer. His release clause isn't activated until next summer.
Right. Listen, we'll knock it on the head now. Thanks a lot, guys.
Cheers, guys. Yeah, been good. Nice to meet you, Nathan. And been good. Been a laugh.
Nath, are you doing? What
game are you doing, Nathan? What game are you doing in the? Isn't it? I thought it was only Ecuador and Peru was the only game. I thought.
No, Brazil.
Are they?
1 o'clock.
Brazil and who?
Colombia.
Brazil and Colombia. Ooh, it could be a half decent game.
Well, I tell you what, we done a watch along for the Colombia Peru game the other day. It was a great game, really great. It was 8 clear cut chances in the first 10 minutes.
You know what, Brownie? You and I have got the same idea. As I would love to go to South America to one of the countries there and see a big game like that. Either a derby game or a big, see Brazil play in, one of the big stadiums or something like that. I'd love that.
I don't know if you watched the chat I had with Samira Hunter, and because she was on about because she used to work for Turkish TV in between working for La Liga TV and Real Madrid TV. She was working out in Turkey, and so I mentioned about what the derbies was like in Istanbul, and
crazy. They're crazy, aren't they? Yeah.
And she was on about that. I said. I'd love to do the Boca River Plate derby, and she was like, "Oh yeah, definitely that the Boca River Plate derby is probably the only better game than the Istanbul derbies atmosphere wise, So
the Turkish fans are just absolute nuts, aren't they? They're just absolute crazy. Yeah.
So
I was hearing Kevin Campbell on I can't remember which podcast it was. It was on that one of the podcasts that talks to ex-players like First Division and League One and all that. A lot of really good podcasts, a lot of good stories. I can't remember what it's called now, but I'll send you a link sometime if I remember. But that had a chat with Kevin Campbell about his career and went through his whole career. And he went to Trabzonspor in Turkey, and he was talking about in detail the stuff that happened there. And, oh my God, you won't believe it. I mean, they had armed guards to and from games. That's how crazy the fans were. And when they lost the game, after the game at home game, if they played really badly and lost the game, most of the players would just stay in the stadium overnight in the changing rooms. They wouldn't go home because the fans, would be following them home. So they was just staying there overnight in the stadium and stuff. It was just absolute crazy stuff. It's fantastic stories,
Man. Honestly, my Boca River Plate. So, we're going to watch after Copa Omega. We're going the Copa Libertadores will be starting back up. So
yeah, it's another good one.
We'll give a couple of watch-alongs a go on there.
Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds good. I'll give that a chance.
The other day, Nate, wouldn't it? You know, we had a couple of Spanish
Yeah.
come in. You know, Fernando, he was in the chat earlier on.
That's
tonight.
good, isn't it? It's good, isn't it? I don't know. I haven't followed South American club football for a long time. I have no idea who the best teams there are now. But I remember like going back, like the best teams, like you got Boca Junior, you got Vélez Sarsfield, you got you got the Brazilian teams, you know, Sao Paulo, Grêmio, what's it called, Botafogo, you know, those teams, you know.
And it's a money is coming back into the South American game now.
Right.
You know, you are seeing. Okay, they're coming to the end of their careers, but you are seeing South American players going back to South America to finish off. Carlos Tevez and all. When they do have offers from Europe, they decide to go back to South America because the offers are better. You know.
Yeah. Decent. Yeah.
So, it'd be interesting. But are you doing it, Nate, or are you doing a sleep along?
What time's kickoff?
Your time be 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock my time. Yeah, it's a bit late, isn't it? But I don't know. See what happens. Might keep an eye on it, maybe in the background.
Well, hang on, Nate. Is it a game at 10 o'clock tomorrow?
Yes, yeah, I think.
So, because it's no Euros, so we can't do a daily roundup if there's no Euros. So what's the 10 o'clock tomorrow game?
I'll have a look for you.
Let me have a look.
Oh, I'm quite happy to do a watch along for the 10 o'clock game.
Let's have a look.
Let's have a look.
It's Thursday tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, so tomorrow evening you got Bolivia, Uruguay.
I'd be up for that. And is it a 10 o'clock game on Friday? Because I'll do that as well.
Let's have a look. On Friday we've got. Then you've got Chile. That's a late one. Then on Friday, so that's Friday. That's going to be Friday morning, 1 o'clock, 1 a.m. You've got Chile, Paraguay, and that's the only game on Friday.
Right.
The early morning one.
I'm quite happy to do that 10 o'clock tomorrow then. And
10 o'clock one sounds good. Yeah. I'll decide in the next 15 minutes.
So you're not gonna do the first round Champions League qualifier between FC Pristina and Interclub de Escalades.
Well, what's that going to be on? Fucking Columbus TV.
Pristina, that's an Albanian club. I know that. I have no idea what the other club is.
Well, no,
should be
we'll be
Gibraltar club in here somewhere, Sam, shouldn't it?
Pardon?
It should be a Gibraltar club in here somewhere.
I don't know if that is Interclub de Escalades. I don't know, but there's the one's called Interclub de Escalades. I'm not sure where the hell they're from. Let's have a look.
We'll find out what this Champions League qualifiers on. I'll do it.
But I know FC Pristina, that's Albania. They're nutters, they are. And let's see. Interclub de Escalades. Let's see where that's from. Interclub de Escalades. Where are they from? Let's have a look. Andorra. So they are Andorran. They're from Andorra. Fucking hell. Andorra.
I said Andorra.
Did you? Oh, I didn't hear that. Yeah, so good shout. Andorra, they're the best club in Andorra, apparently.
Right.
And on that note,
if you want to come in on a watch along tomorrow night with Bolivia, Uruguay, you're more than welcome. You know that.
Yeah, see what I'm doing tomorrow night. If I'm working, I can't, but if I'm not, I might jump on that.
Yeah, no worries. I'm doing a couple of uploads throughout the day tomorrow. But thank you very much for tonight. Much appreciated.
Good fun, great stuff, guys.
And I'll put on my post whether I'm doing it in the next 15 minutes.
Thanks everyone in the chat. You guys in the chat have been awesome as always.
And
stay safe.
And until next time. Come on, Wales. Fucking get in here, Wales.
You sheep shagging bastards.